LGBTQ. And thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
I'm meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah this morning.
And we did see some thunder here locally last night, but not too much rain here in the Utica area.
Yeah, we had one small shower just past south. I know on my drive home yesterday, I got to drive through at least some slightly flooded roads. Not too bad, though. But we do have some more rain in store for us today. Not too bad, at least for the start. Just some spotty showers, at least this morning. It's also on the mild side this morning as well. Temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. 67 Whitesboro, 69 Westmoreland, 64 Little Falls, and 65 in Dolgeville. And then to the south, 64 Cooperstown, 60 Skenevis, 63 in Sherburne, and 64 degrees in Hamilton. And things are relatively quiet on a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 dot radar, but with the high humidity, all these small little dots of green indicate some small light drizzle and rain showers that could be moving throughout the area, at least for this morning and the early part of this afternoon. Weather headlines, again, spotty showers today. A few scattered storms roll in later on this evening, and one or two could be on the stronger side. But for the most part today, looking at high humidity, spotty showers, and temperatures warming up into the upper 70s to low 80s. I'll explain in more detail the risks we could be seeing with these storms as well as the week ahead coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Let's get right to it now. There's a new...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. Here we are, the final week of June, and with it, we're still dealing with high humidity for most of this week between today as well as Thursday, and including the start of July as we approach next weekend. And with this humidity comes daily rainfall chances. Not every day will be a complete washout. Some days we could be seeing more dry weather than rainy weather, but the rain chances are there, especially for today. Scattered showers for tomorrow as well. And showers become more isolated Wednesday and Thursday as this low pressure driving this weather departs to the east. But along with that too, and in terms of sunshine, a few breaks for today. In fact, this morning looks to be the most clear time of the day. Numerous breaks for Tuesday, but looking at mostly overcast skies for Wednesday as in Thursday as more dry weather continues to move in. Gary?
Eric, thank you. Turning to Decision 2024 now. There's a new severe weather is impacting a good chunk of the U.S. Some parts have extreme heat, others don't.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Speaking of severe weather, we have pretty much lucked out here in central New York regarding that, at least with gusty winds, hail, mainly damaging concerns. But we do have a small risk today as some storms could be on the stronger side. This morning, though, a dry start. Here's a look at downtown Utica from our Nexus camera. We do have a few spotty showers. You could run into them in your drive into work today. But here is our severe weather risk. This is for this evening, not for this morning. The main concern is gusty winds, some locally heavy rainfall, small hail. The threat of tornadoes look to appear south of our area, but the threat is non-zero, but our concern is not too high for that as well. And just a heads up, we're in the dark green, which on the scale of severe weather is a level 1 out of 5. So not too bad. This is not something to be too concerned about, but I want to let you know of the possibility of stronger storms developing today. And in fact, a live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 dot the radar. We're looking at quiet conditions for the most part. Monitoring actually one small little downpour just to the west of Norwich at this point. And for the most part, again, mostly dry weather this morning with just a stray spotty shower or two. And for the most part this week, things are continuing to remain unsettled, at least for today. Highs reaching the low 80s, a pop-up shower or storm possible for Tuesday, and similar conditions for Wednesday, although slightly more dry now. And at least for the most part, Thursday and Friday are continuing to trend slightly more dry, but due to the high humidity, rain chances are still there, with temperatures still ranging in the upper 70s to low 80s throughout the week. This is what we're keeping an eye out for today. This is a strong line of storms that will develop south of our area, and our concern is how far north these storms could develop and bring with it, of course, those damaging wind concerns. And to our skycast for now, things are still trending to be the most part the southern valleys could see one or two of these stronger storms. So for this morning, though, temperatures already warming up into the low 70s and reaching the low 80s by this afternoon. Again, a spotty shower or two. Severe weather is not expected with these, but our attention turns to this front right here. Around 5:30, you see these heavier rain showers out towards Syracuse. And you can notice that some of these could produce some heavier downpours, and with it too some small hail as well as some gusty winds. And the higher elevations concerns are possible, especially in Cooperstown, Oneonta, and even for some areas heading up north towards the Adirondacks. But for the most part, generally speaking, a lot of the area is looking to be clear from this severe weather. So for today, high of 81 degrees, spotty showers this morning to afternoon, a storm or two late. Tonight, mild conditions, a low of 65 with some lingering light rain showers once more. In our 7-day forecast, we're still getting out of this rainy pattern for the most part. Not every day looks to be a complete washout, but looking at a stray thunderstorm or two for the majority of the week. And even though we're ending out June with pretty much the summer-like conditions, so.
Yeah, a little craziness each day this week, possibly.
Yep.
Eric, thanks. The time right now, 5:20. Coming up, there's a potential lifeline being thrown this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah this morning.
And that 7-day forecast looks like a broken record, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel like I've said the same thing over and over again. Yeah, broken record. We got some more spotty showers in store for us today. The start of today is on the dry side, but as we approach this afternoon and this evening, a strong storm or two is possible. And in fact, taking a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, things are quiet for the most part. We do have a single thunderstorm to the west of Norwich right now. It is moving up towards the north, producing some lightning as well as a very, very small downpour. And this will be the story for this morning and the early part of this afternoon with just a few spotty showers across the area. It does feel very tropical this morning, though. Temperatures already in the upper 60s to low 70s. Already 67 Whitesboro, 69 Westmoreland. And then to the south, 63 Cooperstown, 64 degrees in Unadilla. Headlines for today, again, spotty showers possible for the morning and early afternoon. A few scattered storms roll in later on this evening, and one or two could be on the stronger side, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. But for today, though, highs reaching the upper 70s to low 80s. Humid conditions with, again, those showers we're talking about, and we'll explain in more detail on what to expect, plus the risks coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. More fallout from
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. If you're looking to get some yard work done for this week, unfortunately, weather does continue to remain unsettled for today as well as tomorrow and Wednesday. I would say no for all three of these days, mainly due to the potential of thunderstorms. You don't want to be outside, especially when lightning is out as well. But for the most part, none of these days look to be a complete washout from sunrise to sunset. The MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. As we look at conditions so far this morning, temperatures warming up into the upper 60s to low 70s. Noticeable humidity this morning as well, with dew points in the mid to upper 60s as well, with dry conditions in the Mohawk Valley at this point, but we are monitoring isolated to spotty showers, especially approaching from the southwest this morning. And so your drive to work could be driving through possibly a brief downpour or some light drizzle, but for the most part, we are remaining dry for the start of today. We are tracking some showers and storms this evening. One or two could be on the stronger side. I'll explain in more detail coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. The 4th annual Back to Blue motorcycle.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
A warm and humid start to your Monday with dry conditions in the Mohawk Valley right now. We are tracking just one or two spotty showers and storms, very small on the radar. First off, here's a live look at downtown Utica from Nexus Camera. And again, quiet conditions with some blue skies, patchy clouds moving throughout the area. Our attention today, however, is going to be a concern for some gusty to damaging winds for some parts of the area. You notice most of central New York is in that dark green. That is at level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather, with, of course, the highest concerns being high winds as well as small hail. And just to recap on the 5 levels of severe weather, we are currently at level 1 out of 5, so it's not too bad. But there is a chance for 1 or 2 strong storms to become severe, producing winds upwards of 60 miles per hour and hail upwards of 1 inch or more. Now things are quiet for the Mohawk Valley in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 topped the radar, but we are noticing an isolated downpour with some levels of thunder to the south, approaching Hamilton in Madison County right now. And due to the high instability in the atmosphere this morning and the early part of this afternoon, areas in higher elevations could see a few isolated thunderstorms as they continue to push north as we head into the afternoon hours. So the week ahead is still favoring unsettled weather. Most of the rain showers could be expecting will be from today as well as tomorrow. It is trending more dry for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but still, due to the very high humidity, rain chances aren't out of the picture just yet. The coolest day of the week looks to be on Wednesday before we return to the upper 70s to low 80s as we wrap up the work week by Thursday and Friday. Now to the near term, our attention is primarily focused on this line of very strong storms south of central New York that with the most concerns could be mainly damaging winds as well as 1 or 2 isolated tornadoes. Thankfully, the worst of the strong storms appear south of central New York, but our attention is going to be at least how far north some of these showers and storms go. So to our skycast, you still see a few spotty showers throughout the morning and early afternoon with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Humid conditions, temperatures warming up into the upper 70s to low 80s. But as we approach this evening, we notice this line of showers and storms to the west, and they could produce some very heavy downpours as well as gusty winds and small hail, especially in higher elevations south of the Mohawk Valley. So recap for today, high of 81 degrees, spotty showers with a storm or 2 late that could be on the stronger side. Tonight, a low of 65, mild conditions with some spotty rain showers once more. In our 7-day forecast, we are still not out of the woods just yet with showers and storms throughout the majority of the final days of June, and at least the start of July is still looking on the rainy side. There is some good news, though. I'm looking at the longer range models for July 4th, at least for the holiday. And so far, it is looking more dry, so we could be getting out of this by next week.
Yeah, the holiday approaching.
Yep.
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:51. Still joining us, I'm Gary Liberchor.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Gage, in for Hannah this morning.
And that 7-day forecast, a little bit of lightning each day of the week, right?
Yeah, we got some storm chances for most of the week. Not really going to be complete washout, but there are some rain chances due to the high humidity that we'll be experiencing for the whole week. We do have some scattered showers to deal with today. It is starting out dry, though. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 top the radar. If you're heading out to work this morning, especially in the southern valleys and higher elevations, you could run into a stray brief shower. In fact, there was a thunderstorm that briefly developed in the western part of Shenango County. It is approaching Hamilton at this point. And for the most part, again, things are relatively quiet on the radar with just a few stray showers. Temperatures are still very mild this morning, already in the upper 60s to low 70s. 65 Little Falls and Dowsville, 63 Big Moose, 67 degrees in Deansboro. And to the south, 59 in Skenevis, 65 Sherburne, and 64 in Cooperstown. Weather headlines, spotty showers today. A few scattered storms roll in later on this evening, and 1 or 2 could be on the stronger side, with the primary risk being gusty winds, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. And again today, highs reaching the upper 70s to low 80s. We're talking about those storm chances, the risks with them, and when you could be expecting them coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Let's get right to it now. There's a new law.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. Most of June has remained relatively humidity-free. However, humidity does continue to move through our area for the next several days. In fact, today through Thursday, looking at moderate to high humidity for the most part. And because of this, we do have rain chances throughout the majority of this week. Now, every day will be a complete washout. Some days might be more dry than others, but still rain chances are there due to the level of moisture in the atmosphere. For today, scattered showers, similar weather for Tuesday. However, as we approach Wednesday and Thursday, things will quiet down a little bit as a low pressure driving this weather continues to move its way to the east outside of our area. And in terms of cloud cover, we do have some breaks in the clouds for this morning. Clouds return this afternoon and this evening as those showers begin to develop. More sunshine possible in between those scattered showers for Tuesday, but overcast skies return Wednesday and still lingering clouds return for Thursday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Turning to Decision 2024.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. A dry start to your Monday with just a few scattered and isolated showers across central New York. In fact, here's a live look at downtown Cooperstown from the National Insurance Group camera. Got some sunshine peeking out, mostly quiet weather across the area, but our attention, at least for today, turns to the possibility of some stronger storms this evening and tonight, with the main concern being locally heavy rainfall as well as gusty winds. You notice most of central New York is in that dark green, which is a level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk. And as a categories you can see right here, the main concern is going to be gusty winds as well as potential for some hail upwards of an inch or more. But for the most part, the concern is going to be gusty winds. Now, things are mostly quiet on a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 DOP radar. But we are noticing one or two just isolated showers that will actually produce a rumble of thunder or two just south of Hamilton. Actually, that shower is approaching Hamilton at this point. And for the most part, again, quiet conditions across the valley, but you could be running into a stray shower as we approach the early afternoon before those scattered showers arrive in the evening. As a matter of fact, for the week ahead, we do have rain chances for most of the next several days, but we are trending more dry, at least for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with the coolest day of the week looking to be Wednesday. But due to the high humidity, we can't rule out rain chances for, or at least for storms, for any of the days this coming week. But to the near term, our attention is going to be focused on this line of showers and storms in the south of central New York, because these are expected to be on the stronger side, and our concern is exactly how far north these strong storms go and if they will influence us here in central New York for this evening. And for the most part, we should be okay, but one or two showers could be on the stronger side this evening. And look at our skycast again, a stray shower or two with a mixture of sunshine and clouds, high humidity, temperatures warming up into the upper 70s to low 80s. If we don't see any widespread rainfall this early afternoon, should be enough instability for some of these showers to produce some heavier rainfall and downpours, especially approaching this 5 to 8 p.m. You notice right here a few showers could be on the stronger side, those darker reds right there. It does weaken as it approaches the northeastern part of our area. So you notice right here those showers are gradually coming to an end. And so again, our concern is going to be exactly how much instability we're going to see for these showers tonight. So recap for today, high of 81 degrees, spotty showers with a storm or two late tonight, low of 65 with mild conditions, lingering light drizzle. Our 7-day forecast, pretty much a broken record for the next 7 days. We got rain chances with some thunderstorm chances as well for the next 7. And at least for the extended forecast for 4th of July, it is trending dry. So it could be getting out of this unsettled, humid, rainy pattern for the near future.
Yeah, unsettled, the key word.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, our social media handles. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah.
And driving in this morning, I put the windows down. It was so muggy, I had to put them up and put the air on. That's how muggy it is out this early.
Yeah, I was walking out this morning, the same thing. I felt like Florida. It was just so humid out, and it's also mild, too. Temperatures are in the 70s so far in the area, too.
Yeah.
So definitely with that humidity comes the chance for rain, and a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 DOP the radar. In the Mohawk Valley, we are relatively dry. We are tracking a couple of spotty showers approaching from the southwest. One is, in fact, approaching Hamilton at this point, and it's slowly moving up towards the north, and a few pop-up showers developing in western Oneida County. And that'll be the story for this morning as, again, humidity continues to remain very high. Skywatch is checking in with very warm temperatures this morning. 63 Inlet, 70 Deerfield, 66 in New Hartford. And to the south, Cooperstown 64, Hartwick 65, Morris 63, Westford 63, and Milford with 62 degrees. Spotty showers for your morning and early afternoon. Still mostly dry for a lot of us. A few scattered storms rolling later on this evening, and one or two could be on the stronger side. With the main concern being gusty winds and high temperatures reaching the upper 70s to low 80s. Again, high humidity today, and I'll explain in more detail what to expect for those rain showers, the timing of them, as well as the risks coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. More fallout from this.
The Cooperstown Camp is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. Looking to get some yard work done this week. Unfortunately, weather does continue to remain unsettled with scattered showers this afternoon, as well as more scattered showers expected for tomorrow. Not every day will be a complete washout, but due to the risk of lightning, I'll just avoid it, at least for the next 3 days or so. The MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Conditions are still very warm this morning, already in the upper 60s with high humidity, dew points in the mid 60s. A dry start to the Mohawk Valley's weather this morning as well on a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. However, to the south, we are seeing a few stray showers developing and popping up. And for the most part, you could be driving into work today experiencing a brief shower or downpour. But most of us should remain dry at least until the early afternoon. There is potential for some scattered showers and storms this evening to be on the stronger side. I'll explain the risks and the timing of that coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. The 4th annual Back the Blue
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
A dry start to your Monday morning. However, a few isolated stray showers are developing over some parts of the area. Here's a live look at downtown Utica from our Nexus camera. Seeing some blue skies, a mixture of clouds and sunshine. However, our attention for today appears to be coming for this evening, as there is a very low chance for severe weather, with the main concern being locally heavy rainfall and gusty winds. Notice that most of central New York is in that dark green, which indicates a level 1 out of 5 risk. And these storms could be short-lived with brief intensity and could produce gusty winds upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour. But that's the extreme case for now. And again, these showers look to be scattered, so not everyone will see them, but the potential is there. You notice right here on a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are seeing one shower in between Vienna and Rome, just popping up and still moving north, as well as a single shower just currently moving through Hamilton at this point. And this will be the story. Mostly dry weather and very small individual showers popping up here or there for the early morning to early afternoon. Looking ahead towards the next several days, we are still tracking a few pop-up showers and storms possible for Tuesday. Wednesday trending slightly more dry, but still afternoon showers and storms are there. And for Thursday and Friday, even more dry, but we do warm up after the coolest day of the week looks to be on Wednesday, with temperatures warming up into the low 70s, reaching the mid to upper 70s by the end of the week. The thing we are monitoring for today appears to be this strong line of showers and storms south of central New York, and our concern is how far north these strong storms go. For the most part, our main focus is going to be the southern valleys, as this will be the closest area to those Pennsylvania storms. And a look at our skycast for today. We'll explain when and where you can see it. So first off, see that initial line of rain showers that could move by the late morning to early afternoon. That'll be the main driver to whether we'll see any severe weather for this afternoon and this evening. If showers are on the heavier side, it'll eat up a lot of the instability, as we do have one station to the western side of Syracuse measuring what storms use, which is called CAPE, or instability, that they can feed off of to produce severe weather. By 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., you see these scattered showers and storms developing, and they should weaken as we approach nightfall, and things quiet down even more as we approach early Tuesday morning before more scattered showers and storms develop for Tuesday afternoon. So for today, high of 81 degrees, spotty showers for the morning, early afternoon, a strong storm or two possible late. Tonight, a low of 65, mild conditions, and lingering light rain and drizzle. In our 7-day forecast, we continue to have chances for rain showers and thunderstorms for the next 7 days. So pretty much a broken record with still some higher humidity as well. So definitely the last week of June is going out with, I wouldn't say a bang, but, you know, lots of humidity. So.
Yeah, there's a chance for thunderstorms each and every day.
Yep.
Eric, thank you. The time right now
is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Gage, in for Hannah.
And I know there's a chance of thunderstorms for each of the days for the next week, and we saw a little one coming up through Norwich earlier.
Yeah, we do have one, and it thankfully weakened, but we do have some more chances this afternoon. And in fact, a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar. Most of us are dry this morning, but you notice on the radar some small patches of green, and due to the high humidity, these are producing some light to moderate rain showers. In fact, that one that he just mentioned that moved to the western part of Norwich is continuing to move north into Oneida County, and another one just west of Rome, in between Rome and Vienna, that has since initiated and weakened. And there's still some more chances this morning and early afternoon before some stronger storms are possible by this evening. Skywatch is checking in very warm this morning. 70 Deerfield, 63 Inlet, 68 degrees in Clinton. Southern Valley's temperatures in the 60s, 65 Hartwick, 64 Evanston, and 62 in Milford and Lawrence. In our headlines, said before, spotty showers today. A few scattered storms roll in this afternoon and this evening, and one or two could be on the stronger side. And highs today reaching the upper 70s to low 80s, humid conditions. Again, we're talking about what to expect for those showers and storms and when to expect them coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Let's get right to it now.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. A dry start to your Monday. However, we are tracking some isolated pop-up showers across the area. And along with that, too, we are talking about even some more scattered showers and storms arriving this afternoon and evening. Here's a live look at downtown Utica from our Nexus camera. And we're seeing some blue skies, a mixture of clouds. Not too bad, a very mild start to your Monday. However, our attention today is focused especially in the afternoon and evening hours, as some showers and storms could be on the stronger side, with the biggest risk being gusty winds and the very small possibility of some hail. And you notice most of central New York is in that dark green, which is a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. And a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar. We are noticing mostly dry conditions, but still you see those small areas of green. Those are indicating very small showers moving throughout the area. So don't be surprised if the morning and early afternoon you do, in fact, experience a stray shower or two. But as we approach the afternoon and evening, some more showers become more scattered. As for the week ahead, still looking at unsettled weather for the near future. Tuesday, scattered pop-up showers and storms, highs in the upper 70s. A little cooler for Wednesday with a stray shower or two in the afternoon and evening. And Thursday and Friday is trending more dry, but still, due to the high humidity, we can't rule out a shower or storm just yet, but these days could change in the forecast. But back to the near term, our main concern is the stronger storms expected south of central New York, moving through Pennsylvania and areas reaching the Atlantic coast. However, as this front approaches us from the west this afternoon and this evening, areas, especially in the southern valleys, could see the potential for a strong storm that could produce gusty winds. So our Skycast, again, mostly quiet weather for the start of your Monday. A brief round of rain is possible by the late morning to early afternoon. Mixture of sunshine and clouds, high humidity, temperatures reaching the upper 70s to low 80s. And as we approach the late afternoon to late evening, we do see scattered showers producing some heavier downpours, and one or two could be on the stronger side, producing some gusty winds. These showers will push through, and then after sunset, things gradually weaken and we dry out briefly by early Tuesday morning before some more scattered showers and storms develop for Tuesday afternoon with a mixture of sunshine and clouds. So for today, have 81 degrees, spotty showers with a storm or two possible late, a bit breezy out there today too as well. Tonight, low of 65 with mild conditions and just some lingering light drizzle and rain. Our 7-day forecast for the near future, things are still trending on the wet side for the most part. Not every day is going to be a complete washout, but again, due to the high humidity, rain chances and storms are still there. As we approach next weekend, things are still looking to produce some scattered showers and storms, but early preview of 4th of July is still looking dry.
Turn to our hot and humid weather today. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in for Hannah. And Eric, you were mentioning the chance of a pop-up shower, even thunderstorm here throughout the region.
Yes, that's right. We are not out of the woods with some scattered showers and storms today. In fact, most of the area is currently at a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. It's not too bad, but enough to let you guys know the possibility of some locally heavy rainfall as well as some gusty winds. At least our thoughts for now are going to be the concern for heavier downpours and localized flooding. Again, it's level 1 out of 5 risk, meaning that not everyone will see a strong shower, but because the risk is there, I want to let you guys know about it. And things are relatively quiet across most of central New York. However, things are pretty active to the south. Notice this storm just entering Otsego County with lots of lightning and even producing a flash flood warning in Pennsylvania. So those are the main concerns once more, is lightning, localized flooding, and unfortunately these are going to be hard to pinpoint. You notice how small some of these showers are, only a few miles wide. So again, not everyone will see a shower or storm today, but the risk is there. So we'll keep you up to date on exactly where these showers will be throughout the afternoon. Temperatures today warming up into the upper 70s to low 80s. The humid weather does continue. We also are tracking more unsettled weather for the week ahead. And that full forecast is coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thank you. Another
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. We are continuing to track some scattered to isolated downpours outside of central New York that could be moving into our area within the next few hours. We do have some updates on the atmospheric conditions so far this noon. First off, we got decent instability, which is the main ingredient for causing storms to develop. Not dangerously high, however, so that's the good news. We have weak shear, also an ingredient for severe weather, and it is on the weaker side. However, though, there is still plenty of moisture for heavier rain. You notice that with the high humidity outside. So any showers that do develop have the potential to produce sudden downpours. And here's a live view of downtown Utica from our Nexus camera. Things are overall quiet in the Mohawk Valley. However, turning our attention to the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we notice to our south, things are slowly starting to move into central New York, especially this one downpour south of Otsego County, pushing up north into Oneonta and Cooperstown within the next hour or so. Producing with it plenty of lightning. However, this is the main factor in determining how severe weather will be for our area today, is how much lightning will form as this continues to push north. And so radar and satellite shows a broad area of low pressure to our west, bringing in very warm and humid conditions across central New York. And of course, those are really good ingredients for scattered thunderstorms. Nothing is widespread at this point, and we're monitoring exactly how much fuel these storms can develop. In fact, how far north they will go. The red being the storm fuel and the green being those rain showers. You notice that a lot of the instability is still remaining south of the Mohawk Valley, but we can't rule it out just yet as rain showers move through this afternoon. So To our skycast, temperatures still hovering in the upper 70s to low 80s this afternoon, a mixture of clouds and a few breaks of sunshine. Heading into the evening hours between 4 and 8 p.m., this is where things get a little iffy. The models are not consistent on exactly where or when the showers develop, but I want to let you know of the possibility of them developing. Notice right here, one of our models showing some heavier downpours as well as some thunder and lightning to the northern part of Oneida County into Herkimer County, as well as another round pushing to the south. But as we approach sunset, things will gradually weaken and these showers will slowly come to an end before things quiet down for early Tuesday morning for another round of scattered showers and storms arrive tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow evening. So for today, high of 81 degrees, spotty showers with a storm or two later on tonight. A low of 65 degrees with mild conditions and a few lingering light rain showers. Our 7-day forecast, we still remain in an unsettled weather pattern for the majority of the work week with high temperatures reaching the upper 70s to low 80s and, of course, lots of humidity. Gary?
Eric, thanks. We turn now to more severe weather for folks in the South and Midwest who are dealing with brutal triple-digit temperatures and dangerous tornadoes. NBC's Priscilla Thompson has the latest from Houston, where the heat wave continues.
Well, this marks the third straight week of a historic heat wave that is sweeping across the Southwest and Central Plains. We are expecting more than 80 heat records to be shattered this week as we see triple-digit temperatures across the South and especially here in Texas. We know that over the weekend on Friday evening, tragically, a 14-year-old boy died while he was hiking in Big Bend National Park, where authorities there say the temperatures reached 119 degrees, and then his stepfather rushed off to get help in a car and was found dead, having crashed the car over an embankment, according to park officials. And both of those deaths remain under investigation, but certainly a tragic turn of events as we are watching this severe weather around the country. We also know that right now here in the South, there are hundreds of thousands of people without power as we're seeing these incredibly high temperatures. And as Southerners are hoping for some relief from the heat, you have folks in the Midwest that are still reeling from multiple tornadoes that hit over the weekend. So just a pattern of severe weather this summer that is showing no signs of letting up. Back to you.
NBC's Priscilla Thompson reporting from Houston today. Coming up, the U.S. Coast weather in this half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah today.
We're still keeping our eyes on the radar because we are tracking a few isolated pop-up showers developing ahead of some more scattered showers and storms arriving this afternoon. Here's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2. Dot for the radar. Not everyone will see one of these showers and storms. You notice how small some of these are, only a few miles wide. These will slowly start to inch their way into central New York. We also notice one to the south approaching the southern part of Otsego County at this point. This is the actual front right here we are monitoring, producing plenty of lightning and actually a severe warning storm out in Buffalo. We'll still keep an eye on the radar over the next several hours. If anything does become warned, we will be sure to let you know. And for the most part today, hot and humid conditions, temperatures reaching the upper 70s to low 80s. Again, we're monitoring those scattered showers and storms. One or two could be on the strong side. We'll explain in more detail on what to expect for tonight as well as the next several days coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. An airport worker died in an apparent...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
A very warm and humid day out there today with dew points in the 70s, which is a tropical feeling outside, and temperatures already in the low 80s across the Mohawk Valley. Here's a live look at downtown Utica from our Nexus camera. Still quiet weather in the valley. However, we are still monitoring active weather to our south and to our west, as these are where these storms will begin to arrive. Notice these very, very small storms, only a few miles wide. However, these will produce some rumbles of thunder as well as a very brief downpour being the main concern at this point. But for the most part, these will gradually move into our area. Not everyone will see one due to how small these showers are. And before that, we see more scattered showers arrive roughly between 3 and 5 p.m. before a final round of showers moves through later on tonight. And this is all due to this very slow-moving low-pressure system out to the west. And with it, it is bringing up very warm and humid conditions from the southeast. And of course, with these conditions, provides very good fuel for thunderstorms. Now, everything is pretty disorganized for today. We are at a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather, which is isolated, short-lived, limited intensity storms. Not a huge concern, but enough to let you guys know that could be seeing some gusty winds with some of these showers. But again, not everyone will see one. In fact, you could luck out today and remain entirely dry. So, to our Skycast, we have temperatures still hovering in the upper 70s to low 80s between 3 and 5 p.m. This is what we're monitoring right here. This is just one model solution. All the forecasting models we have are outputting different solutions. This is just one of them, but this is an idea of exactly the differences in atmospheric conditions. Dry weather to the south, heavier rain to the north. This could flip-flop because instability is still there for a lot of the area, but just letting you guys know that the potential for some gusty winds as well as local heavy rainfall is there for this evening. After that, looking ahead towards this evening and tonight, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., another final round of rain showers. This should be on the weaker side as those initial showers should eat up a lot of the instability. Things quiet down briefly as we head into early Tuesday morning before we return to, unfortunately, more unsettled weather with scattered showers and storms arriving by Tuesday afternoon, mainly across the entire area. So for today, high of 81 degrees, spotty showers with a storm or two later on. Tonight, a low of 65 with mild conditions and just a stray light shower once more. In our 7-day forecast, we are not out of the woods with unsettled weather for the near future. Wednesday and Thursday still trending on the rainier side with humid conditions and, of course, temperatures warming up in the upper 70s to low 80s. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And communities across the country are recovering after a weekend of severe weather, including damaging tornadoes and sweltering heat. Hundreds of thousands of people are without power today. NBC's Priscilla Thompson has more.
This morning, terrifying tornadoes and sweltering summer heat combining for a brutal 1-2 punch of wild weather.
I don't think we're done climbing on temperature.
Temperatures across the south again topping triple digits, baking some hard-hit communities for the third straight week. Tens of millions facing even more heat alerts in the coming days.
This year it feels hotter than regular.
In sweltering southwest Texas, the National Park Service says a 14-year-old boy got sick, lost consciousness, and died while hiking in Big Bend National Park, where temperatures hit nearly 120 degrees. The boy's stepfather rushed to find help and was found dead, officials say, after his car crashed over an embankment. Both deaths remain under investigation. As Southerners hope for relief from the heat, the Midwest is reeling from another round of dangerous twisters.
I think it's going to miss us.
Communities in Minnesota and Indiana hit by multiple tornadoes. Residents forced to take cover.
Slammed the door at the last minute, locked it, ran in and jumped over my little boy in the bathtub.
And in Florida, oh no! New video shows the terrifying moments a fast-moving storm swept aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise ship leaving Port Canaveral. Luckily, the cruise line says there were no serious injuries and the ship set sail as scheduled, as this summer of severe weather shows no signs of slowing down.
Crazy video there. NBC's Priscilla Thompson reporting. And stay with us. More news is up next.
We're going to start the week in the newscast tracking thunderstorms as we're in the middle of a break in activity. Though Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis still in the Weather Center, keeping a very close eye on the radar. He joins us now from the Weather Center. We saw a mess go through. Could we see more?
I think we will. It's just a matter of will these storms to the west survive the trip to the east? Because by the time they get here, it'll be closer to sunset. Let's take a look at what's going on out there across the area. It's still getting some rain in eastern Otsego, Fulton, Montgomery counties, some thunder, some lightning out this way. But these storms have been generally across the eastern half of our area today. And we're keeping an eye on what's to the west. You can see a lot of thunder and lightning west of Syracuse, east of Rochester, but that's going to be a few hours away at least. I'm thinking these will be arriving closer to sunset, maybe 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight, and some question marks as to how much of that will be still going by the time it gets here. Still, we're under a severe thunderstorm watch for Lewis, Oneida, Madison, and Chenango counties until 9 p.m. Again, for the possibility of more storms here later this evening. Current temperature is 76. This evening, again, it's pretty quiet for the most part, but we will be tracking some thunderstorms closer to sunset. And we are taking a look at more showers and storms ahead. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A 26-year-old from Rome was killed in a one-car.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track some scattered showers and thunderstorms to the west. For now, we're kind of in a holding pattern. Things are looking relatively quiet. Let's take a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And we've been tracking thunderstorms earlier today across the Mohawk Valley, even some stronger storms lifting to the North Country. But for now, again, it's pretty quiet out there. Unless you're traveling east, you're going to be running into some thunderstorms, some locally heavy rain towards Albany and into the Catskills. We're going to be in a pretty quiet weather pattern for the next couple of hours. We do have to keep a close eye on this. This is a line of storms to the west. Right now, pretty active. Lots of lightning, some severe thunderstorm warnings on this line. I think this is going to weaken as this moves to the east. Right now, there's a lot of sunshine, a lot of fuel, a lot of energy for these storms. They'll likely weaken heading to the east as they encounter more cloud cover, plus the fact that they'll get here closer to or after sunset tonight should take a little bit of an edge off. Still might produce some thunder and lightning, but again, I think the real intense stuff should be off the table. Here is a look at the day so far. This is a time lapse of downtown Utica. Again, some showers, some thunderstorms during the early afternoon. Since then, it's just been mainly cloudy. We'll see a few showers continue tonight as well as tomorrow. This is more of the hit or miss style storms. This weather pattern is going to continue into the middle of the week, too. The high humidity that we've been seeing lately, we should at least lose a little bit of it over the next couple of days, especially Wednesday and Thursday. It turns less muggy, and actually it does look a little bit drier here towards the end of the week. This unsettled weather pattern is caused by low pressure. You can see the center of this circulating to the west, and this is drifting to the east. So again, we'll see more pop-up showers and storms tomorrow as well as Wednesday. Tonight, a passing shower. It's a very mild night. Overnight lows drop down only into the mid-60s. Tomorrow, we're looking at clouds in the morning and the chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Temperatures climbing to the upper 70s. Tomorrow night, a passing shower is possible. Overnight lows in the mid-60s. More scattered showers as we head into Wednesday, perhaps a rumble of thunder. Temperatures Wednesday cooler compared to the past few days with highs in the low 70s. A passing shower tonight, a low of 65 tomorrow. Again, more pop-up showers and thunderstorms, temperatures in the upper 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. There's a little bit of a break in the weather pattern by Thursday and Friday. We're expecting some sunshine, too, and less humidity with temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. And then another round of showers and thunderstorms. The same type of weather pattern settles in as we head into the weekend. So, again, we're going to continue to follow the radar here closely and give you updates throughout the newscast.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. More than 4,000 flights across a nonprofit that focuses on weather risk research. Now, researchers there say half of the U.S. population lives in an area where a 1 in 100-year flood event is now at least twice as likely to occur than in previous years. They add that the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration doesn't update its federal rainfall data frequently enough and hasn't focused enough on the climate crisis. First Street also says some states in the Mid-Atlantic, including New York and Pennsylvania, could see major events about once every 10 years. Let's check in again with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. No severe flooding in our future, at least not right now. We've had the rain move off, and kind of a calm right now.
Yeah, things are looking pretty calm. By the way, I never really like those statistics about once in every 10 years because they don't happen in those intervals.
No, they don't.
They don't
You
happen
can't
once
count
every
on
10
it
years.
every 10
right.
years.
It's just a 10% chance of happening every year or something like that. Let's take a look at what's going on across the region tonight. We're kind of in a lull. We're in this holding pattern where we're just keeping an eye on the radar. The weather should be okay for the next couple of hours. I'm tracking a line of very strong storms to the west. Some severe thunderstorm warnings on these. In fact, some of these portions of that line showing signs of rotation too. But I'm thinking by the time this goes east, it runs into much more stable air and that line weakens. But we could be talking about thunderstorms. The timing of this would be after sunset. It's going to be late, or at least later, thinking somewhere between 9 to 11 p.m. Again, if this does hold together, that's when we would expect to see those storms in our area. We have a severe thunderstorm watch for Lewis, Oneida, Madison, and Shenango counties until 9 p.m. But again, the weather's okay for now. Current temperature is 76. If you are trying to get out, maybe sneak in a dog walk this evening, it's okay to do so for the next couple of hours. But again, towards and after sunset, that's when things start to get a little dicey. By the way, tonight's featured dog is Nova from Utica. And if you want to be part of this segment, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. We're tracking more showers and storms tomorrow and Wednesday. Look at the forecast that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Forest rangers from the State Department of
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. The weather looks quiet for now. We're keeping a close eye on the radar this evening. We are tracking showers, thunderstorms to the east, to the west. The ones to the east are producing some showers, actually some locally heavy rain across Otsego County today. And another round looks like it's ready to move in, although this does look lighter than what we saw earlier today. I'm keeping a close eye on what's happening to the west. There's a line of severe thunderstorms. You can see these boxes indicating severe thunderstorm warnings, the potential of wind, some small hail, and a lot of thunder and lightning with this. This is moving very slowly. This is how things have changed in the past hour. And based on the forward progress of this, it's likely not going to arrive until closer to sunset in our area. There's some question marks as to how strong these storms will be by the time they get here. So we'll keep an eye on these. Still not ruling out the possibility of severe weather. Just at this point looks less likely than it did just a couple of hours ago. A lot of cloud cover. This is a live look at our tower camera overlooking Oneonta. Looking at more rain chances tomorrow and Wednesday as low pressure continues to drive our weather pattern. We see some breaks, though, some dry days as we look ahead to Thursday and Friday. Temperatures are pretty consistent this week. It is cooler Wednesday. Warmest day looks to be on Friday. We'll climb into the 80s, the low 80s, but it doesn't look to be as hot as it was yesterday, at least for the next 7 days. Temperatures this evening ranging widely from the 70s, Barneveld 74, Yorkville 76 to 62 in Inlet. That's Eric's temperature, seeing some downpours earlier today. Hartwick 65, West Lawrence 67, Eaton with 73. Low pressure is slowly pushing in from the west. This broad circulation in the atmosphere centered over Michigan is going to be slowly drifting to the east. And as long as that weather system's there, we're going to have the chance for some pop-up showers and storms. Will be taking place for the next 2 days. Tonight, a passing shower, overnight lows in the mid-60s, a pretty mild night. Good night to run the air conditioner if you have it. Looking at mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, the chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Temperatures climb into the upper 70s. Like today, any showers and storms could produce some locally heavy downpours. Heading into tomorrow night, mostly cloudy. Temperatures drop down into the mid-60s, and then more showers are possible on Wednesday, although it does look cooler Wednesday with temperatures in the low 60s, or low 70s rather. Passing shower tonight, low temperature of 65. Tomorrow, looking at the risk of a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, a high of 78. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers, thunderstorms possible on Wednesday, 73. Look at that, a couple of dry days, Thursday and Friday, partly sunny skies, upper 70s to low 80s. Showers, thunderstorms return for the weekend. Another unsettled weather pattern Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with high temperatures close to 80 degrees. We're continuing to track the progress of those thunderstorms to the west. Get the look at the latest radar tonight at 6 o'clock. Stay with us.
joining us. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tonight, not because of severe weather, but we're keeping an eye on the smoke from the Canadian wildfires. And you said, look, this could be something that we have to deal with for the next several weeks. And we might be talking about this again on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, the winds look like they're going to line into the north, and these wildfires continue to burn, so there's still a lot of smoke that's taking place. Looks like Wednesday we might have a shot of seeing poor air quality with this coming into our region. It looks like late Wednesday into Wednesday night and Thursday, so it's something we're going to be keeping an eye on. In addition to that, we're also tracking some showers and some downpours moving into our area tonight. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, all this rain is finally moving in after a lot of anticipation with severe weather. We still have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11 o'clock this evening, but the storms to the west that we'll be approaching are in the process of weakening. Still, some downpours with these and a few rumbles of thunder are possible. Temperatures are still pretty warm. We're 68 degrees. We still have humidity in the air, and the rain will not really change any of that. We'll see rain overnight. Temperatures will remain in the mid-60s. We're tracking more showers and a few thunderstorms for the next couple of days. We're going to look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. 4 strangers from the State Department.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There is a wall of rain heading in our direction with some thunder and lightning being detected with this too. This is going to very slowly push east. And again, I think most of us will be getting wet tonight. And again, don't be surprised if you see a few flashes of lightning and rumbles of thunder as this line of weakening thunderstorms will move into our area. This was producing severe weather, but it's lost a lot of its steam heading to the east as it gets past sunset. The energy in the atmosphere is a lot lower, and so therefore we're not going to be dealing with any strong weather tonight. Here's a live look in downtown Utica. We're looking towards the west, towards those showers and storms. And again, we'll be keeping an eye on that as we get into tonight. Looking to cut the lawn tomorrow, Wednesday, not great days. I think we're going to have some rain and some thunderstorms to deal with. But Thursday does look better. We should see a return to sunshine and warmer weather. Temperatures trending close to average this week. Our coolest day is Wednesday. Our warmest day is Friday. And between those 2 days, we only see about a 10-degree difference in temperature. So not a whole lot of variation here this week. It's going to turn less humid, though. It's humid tomorrow, but the humidity noticeably drops into Wednesday and Thursday, and we won't be dealing with that in force like we have over the past several days. Showers, thunderstorms approaching from the west tonight. Again, this will continue to move through our area overnight, and we do get a chance to dry out as we head into tomorrow morning. Temperatures drop into the low to mid-60s. Tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy skies. We do see a few passing showers into the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s. More showers, more rumbles of thunder possible tomorrow night. Overnight lows down into the mid-60s. We do this again on Wednesday, but Wednesday looks cloudier and cooler compared to tomorrow, with high temperatures only in the low 70s. Still a few showers around. Things do improve. We should see a dry day Thursday. Passing shower tonight, low of 65. Tomorrow, looking at more showers, maybe a rumble of thunder in the afternoon. Still pretty humid out there, a high of 78. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Wednesday, showers, thunderstorms. Again, we've got to watch Wednesday for the possibility of smoke arriving later in the day. We are going to update you on that tomorrow, and we'll see how intense that could be, whether this is a big deal or not. We're looking at some sunshine heading into Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, a little early to go alert day. I mean, we don't know how thick this is going to be.
Right. Smoke, you don't have that extended time to be able to pin that down because so much can change between now and Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why you got to watch. All right, thanks, Bill. Algae blooms in Delta for joining us. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, not to talk necessarily severe weather tonight, but we're keeping an eye on the Canadian wildfires. You had said a couple of weeks ago, we're not done with this yet, and it looks like we might have to deal with it again on Wednesday. Just don't know how bad.
And they keep burning. They've been burning. This is a record-setting year to our north, and the winds are going to be more favorable as we head into Wednesday. It looks like this is going to start during the second half of Wednesday. I'm not sure how thick the smoke is going to be. I can tell what the wind direction is going to be like and that this is likely going to be an issue, but it's really hard to tell because we have to know how strong these fires are tomorrow. And again, we'll just need a little bit more time to put that together. But either way, we're going to be keeping an eye on that, and we'll give you an update tomorrow on how strong that smoke can be. Let's talk about tonight. We've been tracking storms to the west. As expected, they've been weakening. So going forward, we will see some rain overnight, but aside from maybe a rumble of thunder or a flash of lightning, this line is not expected to produce any severe weather in our area. In fact, the severe thunderstorm watch has been recently dropped for our area. So we are in better shape tonight in terms of not getting any strong storms, but again, we will see some rain. Temperatures are still relatively mild. We're 68 degrees. We have humidity that's still lingering around, and that will be the case tonight as overnight lows drop down into the mid-60s here. It's going to be another uncomfortable night for sleeping. We are tracking more showers and storms tomorrow as well as Wednesday. Look at when those will be arriving, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Forest Ranger.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're continuing to track a line of heavy showers and a few rumbles of thunder approaching from the west. This has been weakening and it's moving really slowly, so this will likely bring us a round of rain overnight, lasting likely 2-3 hours as this continues to move to the east. Again, it is weakening, so I think most of us will just see some showers with this tonight, and this will be gone by tomorrow morning's commute. This is a live look in downtown Utica. We're looking to the west, looking towards those showers, not really seeing any lightning with this. So again, things have weakened quite a bit. Looking to cut the lawn over the next couple of days. The weather's not looking favorable. We're tracking more showers and more storms tomorrow and Wednesday, but Thursday looks nicer. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Temperatures are going to be pretty close to average this week. Will be the coolest on Wednesday in the low 70s and then the warmest on Friday with highs in the low 80s. The humidity will start to drop off, so some good news there. I know a lot of folks are not a fan of the high humidity. And if you're not, it looks like we'll get some relief from that. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we should notice a drop in the humidity. It won't be as comfortable as it was last week, but it certainly won't be as oppressive as yesterday and earlier today. Radar and satellite image, low pressure to the west. You can see this broad circulation producing showers and storms. They generally form in the afternoon. So tonight, again, once that round of rain rolls through, the weather does dry out. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-60s. Some patchy fog is expected through early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, looking at the chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm. High temperatures in the upper 70s. Tomorrow night, again, a few lingering showers, more clouds, more showers possible on Wednesday. In addition to this, we also may see wildfire smoke dropping in from the north. You might be able to smell that by later in the day. Passing shower tonight, low of 65. Tomorrow, looking at scattered showers, a rumble of thunder is possible, high of 78. Noticeable drop in the humidity on Wednesday, temperatures in the low 70s. Again, we'll have to keep an eye on the possibility of wildfire smoke. Thursday, Friday looking dry, temperatures close to 80. Showers, thunderstorms return for the weekend. We'll be right back.